Good morning, friends. Cheryl here with inkedpulp, and I'm back finally with another Art Before Breakfast. I think you guys probably thought I wasn't coming back, but I'm here. Wow, what a few weeks it's been. The hurricane, the no power, no internet, and then when it did come back, it was real spotty, which is why I didn't go live. Last week we had power and internet, but the internet was really, really spotty and it would come and go. And I just didn't want to fight with that on a live stream, but they seem to have got everything fixed. So I'm back. I'm back. Um, Looks like there's one person in now. Don't know who that is, but hey there, Juju. It's been a wild few weeks, and sorry, I was just typing a comment. I had to cancel my show, which happened this past weekend, because I didn't have power to run my equipment to finish making the things I need to make, and then I had some parts on order from Amazon and other places that I needed, like my nightlight bases, and of course there was no deliveries, and so I didn't get them, so I wouldn't have had maybe 5 nightlights, and that's not enough. And I don't know, I just I couldn't finish off my inventory to get it to the point that I could have enough to go, so I had to cancel that. It's been just a crazy few weeks, but we're back. I hope everybody's doing well, and let's get started. So I need to make a journal, and I thought that I think it's going to be a sewing journal because I need to make one of those. I thought that today I watched a really inspirational video from Hi Pam. Thank you. It's been a crazy few weeks between the storm and internet and power issues and cell data issues. I still have one thing that I need to work out with the phone company. I upgraded my cell plan so I would have more cellular data. That was the only way I was getting any internet. And I ran out of time on my plan. And so I called them to get more. And of course, they want you to upgrade. Well, I did. And they ruined my cell service. I had none. It completely wiped out my phone. Excuse me. It completely wiped out my phone. And then I'm going to take this up because I need more space than just this. And now I got my cell service back. They were able to get that. But the hotspot that I upgraded to is not working at all. So I got to call and fight with them about that. So one more thing to deal with. But anyway, I'm back. And it's a good day because I have art before breakfast. I ordered a new mat. It'll be here, I think, next week after. I don't know. But I ordered a new mat, a bigger one and one that's not quite so beat up. All right. So I thought that today I was watching, does anybody watch 49 Dragonflies? She's making a journal and she took some plain, pages like this and was decorating them. And I thought, oh, That looks like a really good idea. Let's do it. And so I thought, I need to make a journal. And I thought we could do that today. So I'm going to do it in blues. And I haven't used these yet, Juju. This was my birthday present from Juju. Some oxides, because I didn't really have very many. I got to get caught up on Marguerite Miller. You guys, these were the last. So I did this page. I don't like that one. And then I did this one, and I really like this one. But I'm like 4 weeks behind on that. So I got to get caught up. And then I've been doing some major cleaning. I've got this place starting to get in order. All right, and I would welcome discussion from or input from anybody. I'm going to put a lot of this down because I want it really inky. Okay, now what other color should I use? Blue and what other color? What do you guys think? This was broken china. A yellow with it? I don't know. What do you think, Pam and Juju? We could do blue and brown. How about some tea dye? Oh, that's about dried up. Maybe not. It's just, that's just the ink. And I think what I need is another oxide. And I'm very limited on the oxides. So let's see what I have. I have Victorian Velvet. Oh, I have Vintage Photo. And that would be the blue and browns. I have Square, would be a dark brown. I know. I missed it. I was so bummed. Yeah, I'm limited on my. Oh, this is a distress ink, but I have the re-inker, so that will give me a lot more. Okay. All right. Now, what she did is she wet her paper really, really well. Ooh, look at that. The brown and the blue. Isn't that pretty? I like it. All right. Need a little bit more blue over here. All right, I'm just going to lay these out on the floor. Oh my gosh, I like that one. Actually, no, Pam, we really didn't have any storm damage. Than our power being out and um, internet, services, but the lots on both sides of us had trees down, and one went through my neighbor's fence. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. One went through the neighbor's fence, and the other was just a lot with trees on it. There were no structures on it, and we had no flooding because I live on a hill, and so the water, just ran down. The road washed out just outside of our house. It washed out, and we had to put some some cones out and stuff to have people not, it was just the edge of the road, but they have fixed that. So yeah, no, we didn't have major storm damage to our house, thank goodness, because some people, I'm sure you guys have seen the pictures, there were people not that far from us. Lake Lure is, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, and it completely wiped that town out. Well, the dam burst at Lake Lure, and the whole town was basically lost. There are people still without home. It's bad. It's really bad. And then when you get out in the mountain, it's really bad. I don't know if they have found everybody yet. There were still some people unaccounted for. And I think most of the people that they have found, I mean, they have found some that didn't make it, but they also found that some people just couldn't get out. They were stuck, and they found them and got them out. And when you're stuck and you have absolutely no services to contact anybody, it's really hard. Hey, how are you, my friend? I think she just said be right back. I think she had to go do something. So yeah, I was just telling our stories about the storm. It was pretty wild. And I had to cancel my show, Marie. I was so bummed. I was so bummed. Yeah, I didn't, for one thing, I didn't have power to be able to work on anything to finish making my inventory, my night lights especially. And then there were no delivery services, no mail, no anything like that, because there were so many trees down on the roads that they just couldn't get through. And so I couldn't finish up my inventory. I didn't have the parts. I had several parts orders to finish up, like bases for my night lights. And I couldn't get them in time. And it just didn't, I wouldn't have had nearly enough inventory. So, oops, that's what I want. Attendance, I think, was okay. I have a, excuse me. The woman who owns the Durham store where I sell, she does that show too. I got her into it last year, and it was like the best show she had all year. It's a phenomenal show, but people come from, they make it it's a destination spot, right? So people will, book ahead and make that like a fall vacation. And so people come from all over Florida, all over. And so I think they did okay. I think attendance wise, but sales wise, she said she was about 25% down from last year, which that I don't think is so much a product of the storm. I mean, certainly some, but I think that's more to do with the elections and what's going on there, and people being unsure, and prices on everything is so high. And hang on, I got to get some more paper. While I let that stuff dry. So I think it's just, let's do some dictionary pages, and I'll mop this up. Good morning. Good morning, Mimi. I think people are nervous. They don't know what's going to happen, and I think they're kind of hanging on to their money. So I think that's more to do with sales being off, honestly. I mean, some of it was storm. There were definitely people who didn't go because of the storm, but the area where the sale was, or where the show was, that area did not get hit by the storm. So, as far as that goes, they were fine. Oh, is Darla in here? Oh, hi, Darla. Yeah, like I said, I think anyway, but she texted me that right after the show closed, they sold a $300 table. She does fused glass, and she sold a $300 table, so that was pretty cool. Do a little bit more. So I am making some signature pages here. I'm just sort of decorating them, and then we'll dry them, and then we'll do some stenciling, some stamping, some different stuff here. Oh, wow. These are really pretty. These are really pretty. All right, so let's wipe this up. And then we'll do some drying. All right. Anybody else come in? Hi, Lynn. Oh, yeah, we didn't have. Oh, and by the way, for those of you who checked on me during the storm, thank. I really appreciate you guys reaching out. If you didn't, that's no big deal, but it was nice. It was nice. All right, let's look at this one. Isn't that amazing? So we got to dry these now. But yeah, we had until just a couple of days ago. I mean, our power came back on and it was fine, but internet was really spotty. It would be on and be working just fine, um, and then it would just start spinning and spinning and spinning. And I take it you got your package, Lynn. That got held up with the storm too because they didn't pick it up. It was the day before the storm and it was supposed to go out. And my mail carrier, oh, look at the back of that. Isn't that pretty? My mail carrier did not pick up the packages that day. I was so mad. And then the storm hit. We had no services for a few days. So it was delayed getting out, but I finally got it out. How was that box? Yeah, it was due to the weather. It was because when they didn't pick it up that day before, and I had no clue that we were going to get hit by the storm like that. And then it just sat in my house for a while. I'm going to have another sale here pretty quick. All right, there's that one. And then, oh, look at this one. So everything for us, for the area we live in, seems to be pretty much back to normal. I don't think anybody lost, like completely lost their homes like they did in some parts. I don't think that happened. Oh, yeah, it was a little heavy. That was nice of them. Yeah. Boy, we have so much issue with, hi, KK. We have so many issues with our postal system in this area. Half the time they don't stop and pick up my packages. And then I have to go clear into town and all the way on the other side of the town. It's not an easy feat to get to the main distribution hub in our area. And I go up there and complain to them and just why can't they just do their job? And then this morning, in our mailbox from yesterday, my husband picked up the mail this morning, and there were probably 7 pieces of mail in there. And of that, 5 of them were for completely different addresses than ours. and they had it all wrapped up in a little bundle, but it wasn't for us. So I'm going to take that whole little bundle up to the post office today. And if you're wondering what these are pages for signatures. And say, here's what we got. And, you know, it's okay if they send a message, if they send mail to me that's not mine, I just put it back in the mailbox and say, wrong address. But it makes me wonder how much of my mail I'm not getting. So if it's just ads like, you know, Harris and Trump ads, I just throw that stuff away. But if it's actual mail, like I got one from somebody's credit union or bank or something in there, and, you know, I'm sure they want that. These oxides are so awesome. So yeah, we have a lot of problems with our mail service. And look at this one. So what's everybody else been up to? Y'all doing well? Anything exciting happen while I was gone? I know, aren't those colors just awesome? And then the oxides you'll get, like, I've got some yellows kind of on the edge of here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's orange and yellow. The back sides look good too. Oh, I saw something about that. Looked like you guys were having fun. She took you somewhere. I don't remember where it was now, but when I could get on internet, I was kind of, you know, glancing through people's pages. I wasn't doing a lot of messaging back because every time I tried to send something, it would just start doing the circle of death. So I wasn't sending a lot of stuff back, but wasn't commenting a lot. But we survived it. And then those poor people in Florida got hit again. I just feel for them. Although I will say it looks like Ron DeSantis did a great job handling it. President Biden said he was doing a great job. And they sit on two different sides of the aisle, so it was good to see that they were working so well together, being, you know, a Republican and a Democrat, because they don't always work well together. But yeah, looks like he's got it under control. And I don't think anybody suspected that it was going to hit so far, that Helene was going to hit so far inland. I mean, we're way inland from the coast, and we just don't get, we may get a tropical storm from a hurricane, but we don't get hurricanes here. Let's see. A YouTuber made a video with a giveaway. Oh, that is cool. So you're getting some more subbies? take a hayride, and then you went thrifting. That sounds like so much fun. Okay, let's do these. Look at the yellow that came out on this one. So, Marie, are you getting a lot of new subbies from that? You know, that's a great idea for, maybe we should do something like that for each other. Make a video. And I can do a drawing here, and we can each, like, I can put everybody's name in a bucket that has a channel. They're mountains, huh? And then everybody could make a video, do a little small giveaway. Doesn't have to be anything big. It could be just a little tag or something. And do that. Would you guys like to do that? Oh, wow. Would you guys like to do something like that for those who have channels? Hey, Wendy. How are you, girl? All right. So we have these pages now. Wow, look at that. That's the back. Isn't that cool? That one's really dark. Oh, thank you. I'll tell you what. Okay, I'll work on putting that together for people who have channels. And if you don't want to participate, you certainly don't have to. I know, aren't those colors great? I need to make a journal, and I'm thinking maybe a sewing journal. And I thought these pages might be kind of fun for a sewing journal. So let's do some stenciling first. Gotta get my stencil drawer. And then on the stamping front, I have some sewing stamps. Let's use this herringbone. Let's see, what else? I'm just going through my here's this one. You guys, I have cleaned up my area. I mean, look, I don't know if I can show you. I probably shouldn't mess with the camera. Nope, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'd have to take it off the mount, and I don't want to do that. The book vandal. Okay. All right. let's see, what color shall we use? Maybe some iced spruce? What do we think about that? And this pad is so inky. Not inky enough to get my... there we go. Okay. Yeah, let me work on putting something together for that. Oh, and you guys, you know that I told you guys that I have a new retail store that I'm going into. Well, it was supposed to be November 1. I've had to push it out to the 15th just because of the storm and not being quite ready for it yet. But I'm getting ready for that. You want to cross the fold. So, in fact, I got to call her today. Oops. And this one. Yep, a new retail store, and it's local. It's right downtown, so I don't have to 4 hours to, go check on my stuff. I'm staying in Durham. I'm not going to leave Durham, but I'll have a new store here, and just in time for the holidays. All right, there's those. And then I've got some envelopes that I want to do. Yep, keeping the store in Durham. I've been with her since the day they opened, and I told her that I'll be with her. She's talked about and flirted with the idea of selling the store. She loves working in the store and she loves being in there. She just doesn't like all the, having to make sure she has staff to cover it and just all the administrative stuff that goes with it. Paying the taxes and just, I don't know, just all that stuff. So she wants to, what she would like to do is find someone to buy it who would buy it and run it, and then she would just be a vendor and she would work in the store because she likes working in the store. There we go. So I told her that I would be with her as long as she owned the store. She sells it. I don't know if I would stay because it's just so far away. As long as she owns it, I'll be there. So what else is everybody got plans for today? I got to go up to the post office and yell at them. No, I won't yell at them, but I'm going to take that pile of mail that we got that has nothing to do with us. And the funny thing is, it's not like they just got one address mixed up with ours. There's about 5 different people and addresses that they gave us mail for that aren't ours. I just don't know why it has to be so hard. I don't know why it has to be so hard, but you know, it's not a job I would want. Playing catch up from being off, yeah. You know, that's the thing about taking a vacation, is that all that work doesn't just go away while you're gone. It's all waiting for you when you get back. Do you guys do this? I started doing stuff this way after watching several people, because I would do like my stenciling and my stamping, and it all looked just too random. It just looked chaotic because I'd have stuff all over. And then I started really watching how other people did it, like in the videos and stuff, and they would cluster, like say I'm putting the two, and I just think it looks so much better. Organizing, unpacking. Oh, how is the new place? I haven't been able to talk to you since you got there because of the storm. How is the new place? Yeah, this does look cool, doesn't it? I like the, you know, clustering this stuff together. All right, there's that one. Now, I want to do, I'm not going to do these book pages because I just did those to sop up the ink. I really didn't plan on using those, although I might. You never know. Now I'm going to take some, let's see, modeling paste. There we go. I'm going to take a little bit of, oh, we should probably stamp before I do that. Hang on. I think I've got, some sewing stamps. Now, I'm not sure that I'll be able to find them, but I know I've got some. Oh. Let's see here. Whoops. Let's see what I've got. I know I have like a spool of thread. I've got a whole little sewing stamp. Okay. I've got this box. These are all of my ones from your creative studio. Might be some in there that they won't be sewing, but might find some in there to use. Let's see what I've got here. And then I've got a bunch of other stuff in other boxes, but let's just look at these. There's feathers. I am not seeing the sewing ones, so I can find them later and then we'll use them on other pages in this journal. Nope, I don't see them. So I want to get some of these stamps because there's some really pretty ones in here, like this one. Ah, that's a little boy fairy. Ah, here we go. This one's pretty. Now I'm going to do a test first. Let's see, because sometimes these stamps don't work with the Distress inks, the Ranger inks, or the Timmy Holtz inks. Got a total of, oh. Now, remind me, oh, that looks pretty, but I don't know that it's dark enough. No, not dark enough. Need a different color ink. Oh, maybe that's scorched timber. That might work. I have a kitchen set, but I don't have a... Oh, here we go. Here's a scripty. Ah, there we go. There we go. Well, hi, Cheryl. I made it on today. My internet's finally stable enough to allow me to get on. I'm just going to go through and stamp this on a few pages. And then the thing I like about these stamps is they're so detailed and sharp. I'm just going to put a couple of these on each one and I'll pick out another one. $30. All right, and then these two. All right, you guys, tell me if you think there's something else I should be doing. Besides the stamping and the stenciling, and I'm going to put some texture paste on here. Hey, don't forget thumbs up. I only have 9. Okay. There's that one. Let's see, what else do I have? Hmm. Oh, look at that rooster with the camera and it's like the touristy rooster. Okay, maybe that's all from this box. Let me look in my go-to stamps. Oh, I have that butterfly, but it's kind of big. Um, I know we've been having really warm days. It gets cold at night, but really warm during the day. There's a little butterfly. Let's put a little butterfly on them, and then we'll do some texture paste. Ooh. I just want to put one on that one. One on that one. One on that side. The others are kind of faint in the background, but that's actually kind of cool. So then when they're folded, you'll see, one on each side. If you're talking to me, yes, pretty much. There's still some pepper plants out there producing some peppers, and as soon as we get a hard frost, that'll be done. We haven't had a real hard frost yet. Okay. But I pulled out all the other plants like the tomatoes and stuff like that. Let's see. I like this stamp. Although I'm not liking it on this one so much, so I'm gonna not use that one. All right, now I'm going to take some stencils and do some texture paste. And then did you guys watch 49 Dragonflies video yesterday? She's working on a Defemember journal for Louisa to work in. And she did a similar thing to what we're doing here. And I thought, oh, that looks so cool. I want to try it. So now we're going to take some, I had this scripty stamp. Oh, well. Oh, well, I don't want to overdo it. So So let's do one with this. And she, try to find the right. I don't know if this will give me purple. I don't want purple. So let's just use a bone folder. All right. Oh, there we go. Oops. There we go. Just a couple of, okay, I don't want that one anymore, but I do need to get a baby wipe to clean up the stencil so I don't ruin it. All right, there's that. Now, here's a, well, now that it's getting to be fall, Bonnie should be joining us more often. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now, what 49 Dragonflies did was to take this and let's see, where did I put? She took some of the distress glazes, embossing glazes, and I just had those things yesterday because I was putting them away, and now, see, that's the problem with cleaning up, is that you put stuff places and then you can't find it. Hmm. All right, ladies, tell me where I put them. Please tell me where I put them, because I don't see them here, and there's not much to look through anymore because I cleaned this place up. Huh. Well, maybe we won't do that technique. What she did was took the embossing glazes and put it over the texture paste and then heated it up and melted. And it was really cool. It was really cool. And I wish I could do it, but I can't find my glazes. Well, I do have I've got some regular glazes. Let's try. I wish I had a blue. Dang, that just makes me mad because I cleaned it all up in here. Good parents wearing me out. Good, I guess. Doc said there's nothing more they can do. The transplant, put her in hospice. Oh, I'm sorry, KK. It's hard sometimes when our parents get old, and my dad's got kind of the whole dementia thing going on. Let's do one that is copper. Since I can't find my distressing glazes, let's try my embossing glazes. Let's try just oh no, that's kind of cool. It only stuck on part of it. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Put the lid on before I knock it over. And let's see what we get with some embossing powder over the texture paste, modeling paste. Well, like I said, I have to give credit to Barbara at 49 Dragonflies because she all right, that is kind of cool. Look at that. This one's already too dry. I can't do this one. Isn't that cool? All right, let's do this one. Let me see what. Hang on, I'm going to look at my other embossing powders and see if I've got some other colors over here. I think I do. All right. I found a blue, I found a dark blue, and then I found an aqua blue, and I like this aqua. But that doesn't quite fit with what let's do some coffee stains on this. All right. All right, I got it kind of under there. This isn't the best. This is too thick for spreading texture paste. Okay, let's see what. Man, that just kills me that I can't find those distress glazes. Because I had them just yesterday. And I remember thinking, put these somewhere because I lost them before. Time. And danged if I didn't put them somewhere safe. And you know about safe spaces. All right, let's do. Here's a gold. Let's do gold. All right. I know they are, Wendy, but I need someone to tell me what that is. Well, I took out 2 huge bags of trash from here. Ooh, and it bubbled up a little bit. That's cool. Now that's really cool, you guys, because it gives it some good texture. Look at that. Can you see how textured it is? And see it bubbled up right here? And that's really cool. And that is really cool. All right, let's find. I'm going to get something simple. I'm going to get something simple like some. Well, this isn't simple. This is kind of ornate, but let's look at putting. Right here. I'm going to put it right here so I know where it's at. Okay, let's. Oops, I'll have to clean that off. Sorry, I'm not talking, I'm concentrating. Now, I know Crafty Shamrock does this. Does anybody else you get making something and you forget to talk? Because you're just concentrating so hard. All right. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Now, I've got some extra. Some extra right there that I want to get off. All right. Now I have to be careful not to put any. I'm going to do this one in like a aqua blue. Looks like my embossing powder got all clumpy. I guess I didn't use it often enough. Oh, isn't that pretty? Here's my lid. And I guess it's going to go this way to keep those butterflies upright. Anybody else ever done this? Anybody else going to try it after this little experiment? All right, let's heat it. All right, come on and melt, melt, melt. These look like little jewels on the page. Because they're kind of shiny and look at that, you guys. That color matches really well. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It'll be like that in there, and then we could put a little pocket here and have something sticking up. I like it a lot. I know, I do too. Let's do a couple more. Let's do one on here. Let me find. Seeing the ones that I'm looking for. Oh, this is a fun one. But I want to get it in the darker spots. This texture paste or modeling paste smells funny. Okay, just a bunch of dots. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fun? Let's see, what color? Should I put this dark blue on there? Oh, this hasn't even been opened. Hasn't even been opened yet. All right. Blue and brown looks together. Oh. It dried out too fast. Let me try something. It may have dried out too fast. I'm going to just sort of press it down. All right, let's try this. It's not a full coverage. You know what else I could do is put the stencil back over it and then put some embossing glue. Or find a more liquidy modeling paste, which I think I have some. Right, that's kind of cool. It's not a full coverage, but look at that. Isn't that cool? All right, you guys, we are almost at time, and so I'm going to put this up. I'll have to finish it a little bit later. I have to head up to the post office and find out what's going on with our mail service. Yeah, it's just texture paste. But you gotta either use one that's fairly wet, liquidy, or you gotta put the embossing powder on it real quick. Now, what's her name? Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. She used embossing glazes for hers. But yeah, now see on this one, I don't know if I have an embossing ink pad up here. I don't think I do. I'd have to go find it. But what I could do here is put the stencil back over this and then run some embossing glue, an ink pad with embossing glue in it, and add the powders that way. All right. So I hope we learned something today. I did. I'm getting towards the end of the year, but my keyword of experiment is still valid, and we're still doing some experimenting. So listen, y'all, have a great day. I'll be back next Wednesday, and we'll do something else fun. Fun. And I'm going to go find those embossing glazes right now, and maybe on the other pages I'll do that, and then I can show you guys next week. All right, everybody have a wonderful day. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad you're with me, and I will see you all next week. Bye.